Right, let's see, are we up and running? I think we might be. Just wait for that to catch up. Let's go over here like that. And what's this twirly whirling away over here for? Right, are we working? I think we might be. Oh, hang on a minute, I'm hearing myself. That's not very good. Let me just turn that off. Right. Okay. Let's put in here. Can anyone see here? And hopefully someone will let us know that it's working. Because it's twirling and whirling here, and I've got a feeling that there's something wrong. If there is, I'll restart it. It says I've got an excellent connection. Let's see, I'm not entirely sure this is working. Let me just go on to... Aha! Nope, not here. Right, okay. Okay, what's going on here then? We don't want to play that live. It says it's working. Why doesn't it work? What's going on? Settings. Cool. I don't know what's going on. It's not giving me any information. I can. You can. It's working. I will get the hang of this one day. Right, well, let's assume it's working because I think it might be. So if it is, a good evening, everyone. I hope you've all had a jolly weekend. It's been quite nice here in Cambridge this weekend. With a few people come down to see us, to see what we've got for sale. And yeah, it'd be nice to catch up with people who I've not seen for, gosh, 18 months in some cases. So, so that would be nice. So I've been in between times working on the website a bit more. People have upgraded their accounts and they're starting to place their provisional bids or wanteds, whichever you like to call them. So now on the main coin-op page of the website, you've got the for sales in the first panel at the top of the page. And then on the next panel down, you've got wanteds. These are now live wanteds. And again, if you click on the view all there, these are currently whoever wants these things. And you can always find that from the search, latest wanted. So that's now working. And of course, if you click on something, he says, has the internet just died? Oh no, there we are. It will come up with whatever page it is. With underneath the main information about the machine, then it says, you know, sell your all-win. We have a collector waiting to buy, offering up £950. Consign, hit the consign button, and that brings up a little box to let us know that you want to sell your all-win. This obviously is a feature for the trader membership, so if you've not upgraded to that yet, you won't be able to use that feature. Let me just go back to the main page here. So I'm still not entirely sure this is working. No, I'm not just talking to myself. I need to try and get a monitor up on another device. Bear with me just a minute. 'cause I've got a feeling. How can I get? I can get YouTube on my phone, can't I, or something? Let's just see. How do I do that? I'm trying to go to my own website. We'll be more organised, honest. YouTube. Sorry, folks, bear with me if you are able to hear or see anything. The Old Elephant House. Search live. Well, it looks promising. Yeah, it says it's live. Okay, cool. I assume it is then. Right. So, any questions from anybody? To upgrade, you need to go to where it says account. If you're not upgraded, on the top here it will say upgrade. If you have, then it tells you when your membership ends, i.e. in this case 30th of June. So what I've done for anybody who's signing up at the moment on the, where are we, on the fees and costs page here. Here we are. The payment details are there. You can either do a month at a time. A lot of people have asked this question. Do you have to do a whole year? No, you don't. You can do it a month at a time, as and when you need to use the extra features, i.e. buying and selling stuff. So, you know, if there's nothing you want to buy at the moment, nothing you want to sell, don't pay. You can use almost all of the site without payment. But when you do, you just pay for a month at a time and go like that. Or if you're regularly buying and selling, collecting, looking for stuff, then set up a standing order. It's probably the easiest thing to do. And it will just keep going in every month. And your membership will stay active. Now, what I've said is because you know, there's been a bit of a delay in one thing and another to start off with, anybody who signs up before the end of May, sorry, upgrades before the end of May, will run that until the end of June. So in other words, you get the rest of May free of charge, if you like. So a couple of weeks at the moment, so you get 6 weeks for the price of 4, as it were. Also, anybody who upgrades before the end of June, so you've got 6 weeks to do so. If you do that, I'll call you a founder member, and that price, the £10 a month, will be fixed forever as far as you're concerned, for as long as you keep paying. If you stop and break, then it will stop and you'll revert to whatever the price is at the time. Now, hopefully the price never has to go up. I've always tried to keep our auction charges as cheap as I possibly can do, but realistically, things cost money, everything goes up, the price of everything all the time, of course, as we all know. And whether we can keep this at this level, I don't know. It really just depends on numbers. Once we get the other sections of the website up, the fairground art and the enamel signs and the books and all the other sorts of stuff we deal in, hopefully each of these sections will bring in more and more people. And the more people we have, the busier the site gets, the better opportunities for you to buy and sell your stuff. And we'll be able to keep the prices down low. So that's the grand plan. The next thing to do is the next section will probably be books. There's in this, if you can see, if I dare move the camera, I'll pile it all in this big bookcase for a minute. Well, there's a lot more to come, actually. Oh, it says, so there's, let me just gently move the camera over here. Swivel this around so I can see what I'm doing. If you can see, put in there and down, covered in the bottom. And there's a few more crates to come yet as well of books. So there's several hundred slot machines, fairground, steam, automata, mechanical music, all that sort of stuff, really. All the sort of stuff we know and love. So I've got to get all those catalogued, which is going to take a little bit of time. And on the website, that'll probably be the next section. And obviously they can be posted out easy enough. in the current circumstances, it's better to post things than people having to come to collect and worried about social distancing and all that jazz. Right, what else was I going to tell you this evening? Yes, the elephant in the videos. Where's my elephant? See my little elephant? Here we go. It gets a white background. Used to the camera being the other way around to me. Anyway, so in the 40 short little videos I did of all these machines, this little elephant is hidden in 3 of them. Now, as a little bit of a laugh, bit of fun, keep you amused, if you spot the 3 videos the elephant is in, send me a message through the website, say he's in this video, whatever. Those who get it right, I'll stick their names in a hat, and there'll be a prize. I'll do you what did I say? I think a £50 Amazon voucher, so buy what you like, and I'll upgrade your account for the rest of the year. So which is effectively £70 worth. So it's a £120 prize for searching out the elephant in the videos. So have fun with that one. Right, we are working because there's some questions coming in. Excellent. In the future, will you be able to pick up, view, drop off at the elephant house? Hopefully, yes. I am at the moment between the two. I'm here at my parents' house at the moment because over the next few months I've got to empty it so we can get it ready for sale. There's an awful lot of stuff to get rid of and move and work to the house to sort out, etc., 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 so we can get it on the market. So it made more sense, especially at the moment with the social distancing and so on, to work from here, because I'm here more often than not than I'm in Leamington, and it's just a bit more comfortable. You can park in the driveway out in the country, sit in the garden, have a cup of tea. It's just a bit more comfy, to be honest, than in the cold, damp elephant house. The other thing is, obviously, we need to do work to the elephant house, so we'll see how that goes with, if we can get some builders in there and get on with stuff. But as regards, because I'm backwards and forwards a lot, if you buy any of these things, then certainly I can stick it in the truck when I'm going over to Leamington and arrange to meet you there to pick it up. That's not a problem at all. So yes, there's the answer to that one. And equally, if you want to drop something off to sell, again, I can arrange to meet you at the elephant house sometime, not a problem. Of course, the beauty of doing it this way now is we don't need such a big space, because we haven't got to try and cram 200 or 300 people in at once. And I can't see, a lot of people ask, are we going to go back to the good old-fashioned proper auctions? Well, I don't know, as much as I'd like to. I can't see it happening for another year at least. The rules changing, I mean. Talking about this Indian coronavirus, and they're already on about doing regional lockdowns and so on and so forth. And the way we used to do things, cramming in several hundred people at a time into the elephant house, that's just not going to be allowed for the foreseeable future, as far as I can see. As much as we'd all like it, I'm sure. So we'll play it by ear. I've actually got my eye on, or looking at other smaller properties in the Midlands in the meantime, because coming into winter, the elephant house gets pretty cold, as you know, if you've been there for the November auctions, cold and damp. And again, because we don't need so much space, and because there's a lot of commercial property going cheap at the minute, that's another option maybe to look at, perhaps like a small unit on an industrial estate, or even a shop or something, or office space, something like that. Somewhere warm and cozy over the winter. So looking at lots of options, nothing's off the table, as it were. We'll just see how things go, really. But I would say the people who have come this weekend have all, I think, quite like the kind of relaxed idea of doing things like this. And and usually I have time to chat to people, which is quite nice because you know, in the auctions of the Elephant House, I was always so busy and so stressed, as I'm sure you can all remember. Auction mornings was just so much for me to do, to be on top of all the commission bids that were coming in, and you know, making sure everything was running and sorting out all the paperwork that goes with it. There's a huge amount of work, which resulted in A, a lot of stress, and B, I just didn't have time to talk to people. So people would often come and want to talk about putting the machine in, or a specific question about something that was in the sale, or can I fix something, or do I know where they can get a XYZ for their thingamajiggle, and I just didn't have the time to talk to them, which was not good really. So yeah, a nice more relaxed way of working is kind of enjoyable. I'm sure I was going to show you something else I'd done to the website, and I can't remember what it is. Yeah, so this account I've got up on the screen here. Hopefully I've got the right screen up. Yes, I have. Let me just go back to my streaming software so I can see what you're seeing. There we are. Under your account page, you will then have a statement page which shows you any money you've paid into us, any money we've paid out to you, just so we can keep track of things. Your collections of favourites are the same whether you're a trader member or your basic member. And then you'll get the sales page to cope with anything you're selling. Obviously there's nothing on here live because this test account it's not selling anything. Your offers, what we've made an offer on. We've got done the offer in here at the moment on the double decker. And your message system is the same for basic members as well, so that doesn't change. So I've got rough road again. Right, Bellomatic. As with the auctions, do you plan to include a section of parts and spares? Yes, is the answer to that one. It's figuring out how to catalogue it, but it is a definite thing to do. And the reason that it is because it's not quite as simple as saying on the, I don't know, let's say on the pick a machine Brian's 11's page on the website, oh, somebody's got a trigger handle for sale or wants a trigger handle because all the other Brian's always use the same trigger handle, and so on. And then you've got kind of universal parts like on the you know, the kind of Saxony style all wins, the parts are the same from lots of different manufacturers. You've got mills, parts for mills machines will fit Sega machines and vice versa, and so on. So I need to do a bit of thinking about the best way to do it. It might just be as simple as we don't use the catalogue system as such that all the machines run under, and just have a very simple list that's sorted alphabetically or whatever. So if you're looking for B for Brian's, look under B for Brian's, and M for Mills and whatever. Most people know that some parts are universal and some are not, so that's probably how we'll do it, I think. But if anyone's got any bright ideas on that one, please let me know. Yeah, I had a word with our good friend Roger the other day, Roger Bates, because I'm sure you're all missing his thousands and thousands and thousands of Sega parts. So yeah, I've sort of tried to G him up a bit to sort out a selection. And I've been rummaging around the sheds here at home. I found a couple of boxes of spares I'd forgotten I'd got as well, funnily enough. So I can probably sort a few of those out and stick them on, because I've not used them for the last 20 or 30 years. The problem with spare parts is, of course, you sell a bit and then the next week you find a machine with that bit missing. Always the way it goes, isn't it? But yeah, so if anyone has any bright ideas of how to catalogue spares in a sensible kind of way, or that makes them easier to find, then fire away and let me know. What if I turn on this bigger screw? Hang on a minute, let me just press. Ooh. You see more of me, which is not very pleasant sight, is it? Let me just move the camera around a bit to some of these other machines. Might be something slightly more interesting to look at rather than me. I do that. Go back there. I'll obscure. I'm trying to get used to which. Yeah, there we are. I'll obscure a boolean. We all know what a boolean looks like, don't we? Right, let me go back to here to questions. Yes, so I was saying about the provisional offers, or wants, whichever you like to call them. Let me get the right page back up again. Would help me calling up machines. So on the kind of the home page, if you like, now for the website, all this information is now live, as it were, whereas we had just put it back on the right screen would help, wouldn't it? Hang on, there we are. No, I need to move this again. I need to get to the hang of this. There we go. Do that, and if I press that, does that? That's it. That's what I want to do, isn't it? There we go. Right. So yes, whereas on the kind of the home page for the coin up section of the website, a lot of the machines that were there were just you know, placeholders while I laid out the website. That is now all live. So these are real things for sale, real things that people want to buy with real money they want to spend. So this will change all the time. You'll see anyone who's upgraded already, if you put a provisional offer on something, it will appear in here. In fact, let's do that. I can do that from my from this sample account I've logged into. So let's say I want to buy a, what should we say, a Jennings Governor. So I will go onto the search by maker, J for Jennings, Jennings Governor. So up comes the Governor page. There's none for sale at the moment, which is always at the very top of the page. So this is just your general information about your Governor. So I want to make a provisional offer to buy one. So that's me saying that, hey, if anyone out there has got a Governor, I'm prepared to pay X pounds for one. So click on make a provisional offer. Out comes a little box. Let's say I'll pay, what's a Governor, £800, something like that. Pop in there, £800. Make an offer. Button lights up green with the amount on you've made a provisional offer for. And if we now go back to the home page, hopefully, yep, there we go. The latest thing, the latest wanted is now the Governor for £800. And it should appear if I go to the view all wanted items, and it goes in there again. So, and because that's my offer, if I click on it here, it goes back to the page, and my button there is now lit up in green because it's my offer. So I can edit that. Let's say I've changed my mind and I only want to pay 700. So edit that, change that to 700. Oops. Put the keyboard back together. Click on the edit button and you'll see it changes to 700. Now these provisional offers under your account page, offers, provisional offers. Click to edit or remove. So if we want to get rid of that, if you want to delete it altogether, just put 0 offer, click it, and it's gone grey with no value on it, it's disappeared. I'll do the double decker while I'm here because that was a test one I was using earlier on. Back to 0, click that, so they're gone. So if I click it back out again, let's just go on a different page, go on the firm offer page if you like. Provisional offer, you see it disappeared altogether. And if we go back to the Jennings Governor page, you'll see the button's back to ordinary colour because we haven't got an offer on it. So that's how that works. So provisional offers are the same as a wanted advert is the best way to describe it. So if you want to buy something that's not currently for sale, or you don't like the one that is for sale, so if you want a Brian's clock but you don't like that one, if you wanted that, let's go to the page so you can see what I mean. It's probably a good idea. Let's go for the for sales. Where are we? Brian's clock. So we look at it. No, we don't really want a streamline one. We want one in a square case like this. So if we wanted to buy this, you'd make a firm offer. And it's, you know, lights up in red as a warning that if you make an offer, that's a commitment to purchase. But we don't want that one. We want a square one. So go down to here, make a provisional offer, and you plonk that in there. So what that does, that will, as I say, appear on the on the latest wanted page and on the very front page of the website initially, to let anybody know that there's someone out there that wants to buy a Brian's clock. Hopefully that makes sense. Peter. Hello, Peter. How are you? Hope you had a good weekend and took a few pennies off some people. It's always a good thing to do. Now, when it comes to the selling side, what I can't really show you an awful lot because I haven't rigged any kind of demo sales up. But I can show you where things would be. So under your sales menu, there's various options. So live would be anything that's currently listed for sale at the moment. Pretty obvious, really. Cogitate, a great word. So on the expiry of the deadline for offers, on this page will be your machine with the highest offer that we received for it, and a button to either click to accept it or reject it. So obviously if we accept it, we do the deal, we get the money off the person, give them the machine, send you the money, etc. If you reject it, we can either try again or take the machine home again and save it for later. The queue page will be items that were received in and just haven't yet processed, so they're sort of just queued up to be photographed, videoed, whatever they need to be done. The sold page is obviously what you've sold, and the unsold is obviously what you've unsold, and it will just say whether we've still got it or whether to relist or whether you've taken it back home again, just so we can keep track of everything and nothing gets lost. Yarmouth opens tomorrow. Miniature World yesterday, marvellous. I hope they were busy. We had quite nice weather here in Cambridge today. It was quite nice. I went to Newmarket last night to go to Tesco's, such a luxurious lifestyle, and the fair was on opposite, which was quite nice. It's a long time since I've seen a travelling fairground, so they seem to be doing all right actually. There's quite a few people there. Looked like they were taking a few pennies. So that was nice to see. I think Carter's Steam Fair are out this weekend as well in Malden, I believe. So anybody down that way, go and find Carter's. I think you have to pre-book a ticket and on a certain time slot and so on and so forth. I'm not sure if the arcade, if Kevin's Arcade is out with the fair or not. If anybody knows, let us know. I suppose I could phone Kevin up and ask him. But we were saying the other day, I was talking to somebody that there's not been travelling arcades left now, unfortunately. So, Dave Jason, hello Dave. In the wanted section, do you have to use a stock picture? So, what will happen is, let's say I want to buy, I don't know, what do I want to buy? What do I like buying? I like buying BMCO machines, don't I? So let's go. So I'll go by maker. So search by maker for British Manufacturing Co. On any of these searches, when you get to the, if if you haven't already seen it, when you get to the manufacturer, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom of all the machines, there's a show all their machines link. Click that, and that comes up with every machine that so far that we've catalogued that we know they made. So let's pick a BMCO I haven't got, just for the sake of it. He says trying to find one I haven't got. Do you know what? I haven't actually got a fleet air arm. So there we go. So if I want to buy that, one of these rather, I click on make an offer, pop your money in, and so on. So yeah, that comes up with this whatever photograph I'm currently using as the thumbnail on there, if you see what I mean. Now, if you're wanting to buy something, let's say you want to buy a French bagatelle, I think I own one of those. Buy one, I've definitely got one of those, so yeah. But if it didn't have a photograph, if you've got one, then great, send it in to me and I'll add it on. Or if you know there's one in a book we can borrow, or find one on the website or whatever. Because this is all about trying to gather up all the information over time and gradually make the website better, fill everything in. So with the descriptions of the machines, history of the manufacturers, and so on and so on. It's a long old process, obviously, but it will get there slowly but surely. So anyone who's got pictures of machines knocking about, old photo albums, etc., send them in. Let me go back to here, main page. Yeah, How about similar to all-win spares and bandit spares in general category? Yes. Yes, I suppose. Peter, yes, doing spares by, yeah, generally kind of grouping them together like that. I can group things several ways, the way the database works. So I could list, so kind of tag things if you like. So tag a spare with the manufacturer if we know who made it, the general type of machine like all-win, bandit, pinball, whatever. And then if it is, I guess if it is for just a specific machine, so like a Saxony grip tester handle only goes on a Saxony grip tester machine, then we probably could link back to the main machine page on the website. So I'll work with it. I'll play around with a few ideas and see what makes most sense. Really, it's trying to find a way. When you're talking about thousands of machines and each of those has dozens or hundreds of pieces, of a way to very quickly find what it is you're looking for, which is really the art of any website and any kind of search engine. So like finding a machine on here, find it by type or manufacturer. It pretty quickly, a couple of clicks, find any machine that's ever been made that we've listed so far. And this is one of the problems which comes when we're looking at doing other things like we discussed last time, enamel signs and such like. We'll probably do that by brand. It sounds the most obvious way to do things. So if it's OXO or Bovril or whatever. Fairground art is a bit more of a tricky one because a lot of the time we don't know who the artist is, other than the famous ones, your Fred Powell, Edwin Hall, Brewers, and the people like that. But a lot of it we don't know who did it. Again, there's a kind of a few general styles of artwork we can do, I suppose, flamboyant and kind of more scenic stuff, airbrush stuff. So there'll be a way around it. It's just figuring it out and then programming it. Peter says, doesn't think the arcade as at Malden. Oh, right. I did wonder if it would be or not. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's hardly any travelling arcades that I know of. If anybody knows of anyone, then let me know. I couldn't think of any the other day, which is kind of a shame. The other thing I was going to say is when you upgrade your account at the moment is relying on my bank thing beeping and telling me that I've got the money so I can manually do it. I'm speaking to Barclays next week to see if there's any way we can automatically link from the bank account to the website. Clearly there are ways to do it because the gas company or whatever will do it, but whether that's only something that mega corporations paying thousands and thousands of pounds can do, I don't know, to be honest. So it would be nice to do it all automatically. But in the meantime, there might be a slight delay. You know, hopefully only same day or same hour, but bear with me on that one. Somebody asked me, somebody who come down over the weekend initially, and might even still be on the Elephant House auction website, it said about some Mutascope reels. Were they coming? Yes, they are. I've got them. They're actually not here. They're at the Elephant House. But again, because that's kind of a spare part, I haven't actually got a bit of the website to list them on at the minute. But what I'll do, I'll put the reels in one of my scopes and film them. And I suppose if I get bring one of my Mutascopes home here, then anybody who wants to come and, you know, if you're viewing and wants to play the reels and, you know, make sure they run correctly in the machine, you can play them in one of my Mutascopes. So that's what I'll do with those. Next week or two, something like that. There was a couple of other machines we thought were going to come with this lot. I think there was a Domino and was it an airship or a clown catcher, something like that. The guy for the moment has just decided to keep those couple of machines. So he says they'll come, when he wants to sell them, they'll come our way. What else to tell you about? I'm sure there was something else. I can't remember. Any questions? Somebody must have some questions about something they can't get to work, or bright ideas of how to make something better, or found something that doesn't work. Or other just general stuff to chat about. I'd updated something else in the FAQs as well. What did I put in there? Something. I can't think what it was. It wasn't very important, but if you look on the help with buying, help with selling, hopefully they're pretty comprehensive. That doesn't look at. I spent quite a long time writing these to try and get them as simple as I could, really. So there we go. Oh, I should also say I've had a couple of people have offered to, when we've got time, to go and photograph / video their collections of stuff, just for, you know, some fill some of the gaps on the website. So that'd be nice. A big collection of working models, and another collection of just lots of different machines. So that would be good, especially the models, because a photograph of a working model doesn't do a lot, does it? We need to see it running. So that would be quite fun to do when I get time. What's this saying? Something about the audio stream's current bit rate is lower. Is the audio coming through okay? It's telling me something here about a bit rate is wrong or something. Let's look at that in a moment. Can you pay with PayPal and or credit or debit, as not everyone does internet banking? PayPal, no, because it's just so unbelievably insecure. Debit cards I will look into again. Getting another merchant account set up again. It's been such a rigmarole at the moment trying to get even the business bank account set up, just because 6 months ago or so, when I first asked the bank, it was all, no, we're not opening any business accounts at all. And then a few months later, it was, they were only opening accounts if you were an essential supplier to the NHS, which seemed a bit discriminatory, but there we are. And then finally, about a month ago or so, they said, oh yeah, okay, put your application and we'll consider it. And it's taken all this time. Late Friday afternoon, they finally did it. So that's where we are at the minute. For some reason, I wanted to ask me an awful lot of questions about Persian rugs. I don't quite know why, but there we are. So yes, I'll look at getting organised for debit cards again. Let me just scroll down here. I'll be able to ask for spares on the wanted section. Still looking for a gun for my cast iron shooter. Yes, we will do. It will be the same. So you'll be able to want stuff and sell stuff. Obviously, I'll have to do that again slightly differently because I can't list every part of every machine. So you'll be able to think of a way to do a describe what it is you're looking for, and which again can be tricky if you haven't got the bit to take a photograph of or know what it is, but hopefully we can find a way around that. So yeah, you need a gun for your shooter. I think I need feet for mine if I remember rightly, so we really ought to get the two machines together and make each other some bits. I can't even get to my shooter at the minute, it's stored away. In case anybody knows, let's bring up a shooter. I don't think I've got a picture on here, but yeah, actually, have I? I've got a feeling I haven't got one. What could we find that under? Set by maker. What have I got it under? I can't remember. Automatic sports, probably. Any shooter? Yeah, no, I haven't got a picture there yet of it. But yeah, I guess the thing we do is have add a wanted, parts wanted button or something on the machine page. It's probably the best idea. Yeah, if I had a button to bring up like a form, I need a part for this, describe the part you want or something like that. Yeah, I'll work on that. I should have brought a notepad in here with me to write some notes, shouldn't I? Would have been a good idea. Yeah. Somebody must have a gun somewhere for a shooter. I'm sorry, someone's got some feet for mine. I don't know why this audio stream thing keeps flashing at me. Audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend you use an audio stream bitrate of 128k. It is 128k. I don't want to alter anything as I'm total newbie and don't really know what I'm doing with this live streaming lark, because if I alter something it might all go horribly wrong. So as long as you can hear me, I'll have a look later on and see if I need to be doing a better setting. I do need to get some for my sore throat. Okay. Do we know who bought the cast iron machines, the cricketer? 20, what did it work out? Oh, 23,000 or something in the end, with all the plus and plus and plus on top. I don't know if it's staying in the UK or going abroad. Abroad, I suppose. I would have quite liked it to make a pair with my footballer, but there we are. It wasn't to be. I saved my money for something else. Coming through loud and clear. Well, that's good to know. I don't know why it keeps flashing at me on my end. Very strange. trouble is I tried when I was doing a demo of monitoring what was coming back from the internet, but because of the delay, it's really weird. You're listening to yourself about 3 or 4 seconds later, then you say something and see something, and it completely throws you off. So you can't, or I can't anyway, monitor it at the same time. So I'm relying on the little audio meters and things here telling me that everything's okay. Let me just move that over there a bit like that. That's better. I can see 2 screens at once. Good, good. There we are. Right. Where are I? Any more questions off anybody? Well, are we all bored? We could all go home. Anybody needs to know anything? Anybody can't get anything to work? Or something's, clicking on something and it's not happening, etc. Let me know. What's missing from the bagatelle? Bagatelle machine. Let me just bring that up. That's this one here, isn't it? Here we go. How can I scroll that down here on this screen? I'm not sure how to do that. Oh, there we are. It's working. There we are. I've sussed it. You need an Essex type coin mech, sliding coin mech, back to the cabinet, and a little button here that just drops the pins in to drop the balls back out of here. Other than that, I think it's there. If you look through the video, I think we did work out we could actually, if I put the mute on, we could play videos, then reappear on YouTube. So if I scroll through to the right page, did I do a back shot of it? Oh yeah, I did. There we are. Let that play down a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. So other than that, the mech is there. It's a pretty simple thing. I did one years ago for John Carter. I put a top flash on, and I think we put some scores on it. And if you scored 50, you got a free ride on the Dodgems or something like that. I might have got a photograph of it somewhere, probably. It's one of the few machines I customised for John for the arcade. I did some all-ins as well with big top flashes on, which kind of BMCO style top flashes on, like Saxony type all-ins, and did made some back flashes for some of them as well. Carter's Arcade or something. So I don't know where they all went to, but somewhere there's some custom Carter's machines that I built. Richard, hi. This may have been, if I want an item currently for sale, where do I pick up from? If I were to sell an item, it doesn't need to be delivered to you. The same with Wantons. Right, so these machines here are currently here in Cambridgeshire. I'm halfway between Cambridge and Newmarket. So you could pick them up from here or send a carrier, whichever you want to do. Or I'm backwards and forwards to Leamington, Sparty, Lowsvent House a couple of times a week. So I can take them there and we can arrange to collect them or pick them up from there if that's more convenient. Not a problem. If I were to sell an item, it doesn't need to be delivered to you. Yes. So we're only selling things that we've physically got. So they're here. I photograph them, I video them at the moment, and I describe them so it's all unbiased and fair, and we're not saying, you know, oh, this is the greatest one since sliced bread, and etc., etc., etc. So, you know, it's fair and consistent. So again, you either bring them here to Cambridge or arrange to drop them off at the Elephant House when I'm there, either or. As for Wanteds, you don't need to do anything because I'm getting an echo in here for some reason. Why am I getting an echo? I've done something. You know, obviously, if you want something, you haven't got it. We haven't got it if you want it. Does that make sense? We're trying to find. I mean, if anybody knows a you know, cheap and reliable courier for big heady things, I've used over the past couple of years anyvan.com, and I've not had a problem with it. I found it to be pretty good, pretty reliable for moving big chunks of fairground stuff about, or slot machines, bits of furniture, pretty much anything really. So they seem okay. Anyvan.com, and you just pop in what you want to move, where from, where to, and different van drivers compete to give you the best price, basically. Does the Money Matador have the electrics fitted to the mech for the jackpot win sequence? No, it doesn't. I need to update the description of that. So it's a Mad Money reels in it. You should probably seen from the video and the photographs, with the Money Matador little transfers on, and Money Matador top box, but not the electrics. So let me just, I'm just going to go quickly and grab a notepad and paper and make a note of that so I can add it up. Bear with me 1 minute. Let me see where I put a notepad. I must have got a notepad here somewhere, mustn't I? I'm so organised, as you can tell. Oh, here we are. Right, that's rubbish. Here we go. Let's pop that in there. Money Matador description update. Right, I'll do that. What I'm going to try and organise, I can't at the minute because I haven't got the right gear, but is to if we're going to keep doing these live screens, get another little camera that I can, you know, wander around and point at things. That seems to be a good idea. I've got some, definitely got some sound issues going on here somewhere. I can't figure out what it is. Echoing in the background. Never mind. The Bally, we've figured out there's just a, in the I think it's just a loose, something loose in the top box. I'm going to have a look at that as well, because if you take the front off and the board behind it with the light bulb is on, wiggle it about, all the lights come on, and it, you know, it's a 1 to 5 coin multiplier. Put 3 coins in, and the third column lights, well, lights up as it should do. It's just there's something loose somewhere because you wiggle it about and the lights go off again. So I'll try and have a look at that in the week if I get 5 minutes. It can't be much, just a loose plug I expect in there somewhere. It's quite a nice machine actually, quite a smart machine for Bally. They seem to like them an awful lot more in America than we do here, because I guess the casinos were full of them and they remember them, whereas they weren't, you know, because we never really had the casino culture here. What's on the reels of the Brooklands? Can't see them on the video. They are, I'll do another. I re-uploaded the picture because it didn't turn up the other day. And it still doesn't do it. That's so weird. Why doesn't that work? You know, I've uploaded this picture twice. There must be a corruption in the file somewhere. The thumbnail pictures show, but the big pictures just won't show. I don't know why that is. Aeroplanes is the answer. Let me see if I can somehow... if I do that, does that come up on the screen? No. Bear with me a minute. I think there must be a way that I can go to where I've got the photographs stored on this computer. Work out to do it. And then broadcast the screen out. Let's see. Go here. Where are we? Arcadian, Barrett's, Brooklands. There we are. If I do that, no, how do I do this? Make that like that. Oh, right, yeah, I can do that. All right, hang on a minute. If I add media source, text, video capture, window capture, create a new window capture. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Do that. Do that. And what if I do that? Might be getting somewhere. Yeah. Does this come out on the video somehow? Let's see. What do I have to do this? Window capture. I'm hoping you're seeing that. I can't see if you are or not. But the 3 discs have, the outer disc has little biplanes on. The central one has Brisbane, Paris, Cape Town, etc. And then the centre one has the wing on. They're properly engraved and paint filled. I can't see if that's coming out on YouTube or not. Hopefully it is. I'll try and upload this picture again. I don't know why it won't upload, or I'll just take another photograph. Go back to there. What about if I move the... I haven't got a lot of wire on the camera to move it about. What's the problem? I'll take another picture and upload it. Where's my notes? For some reason that one just did not want to come out. New Brooklands photo of reels. Okay, I'll get that organised in the morning. Can't see the planes. Yeah, I know. It's so I'll take the picture and upload it. But there might be enough. Hang on, just I'll try and move the camera. Kind of just take the front door off. This is where I need 2 cameras, which I will get organised. I've got another video camera at the husband house actually. Bring that home with me. Right. Now, hang on a minute. There's going to be wobbly cameras. Hope no wires catch. There's more stuff over there. Look, more machines. Turn that round. Focus down. Probably not. A minute, focus. There you go. So little biplanes, and then the cities, and then the winds. And these seem to just be screwed on. If you can see from a slight bit of an angle there. Yeah, just screwed onto the usual. Whoops. Can't really see underneath because of the light. You can see there the handles had a bit of a clonk and we were looking at today, a clonk and a repair. So that really needs sorting out. But it was just about, I'll do it one-handed, sort of got a lot of oomph in it. As far as I can see, it's all there. The clocks are there, but they're a bit sticky and gungy and needs a good degrease. Just pop that back around there. If I've not managed to kill the video altogether, it'll be good. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably all gone horribly wrong. Surprisingly not. That's good. Did you see those, Dave? Did it work, or have I killed YouTube altogether? Just close that off there. Close that off there like that. There we go. Were they red stained? No, it's a reflection off the red walls here in the I'm in the conservatory here at home. So no, they're stainless steel. Oops, polished stainless steel, and then you know, just paint filled. So the engraving in each one is blue, green, yellow, green, blue, green, yellow, etc. as they go round. So on the scoring, you've got prizes. Croydon red, 10p. Croydon yellow, blue or green is 8, 6 and 4p. As the same with Brisbane. It's very complicated. Brisbane red and yellow is 8p. Brisbane blue and 6. Brisbane green 4, etc. New York red, yellow and blue is 6p. Green is 4. Cape Town any colour 4p. Paris any colour 2p. Complicated. Again, the back flash. Where's the camera? Can't see, can I? If I put this over here. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can do this. It's the big screen gone. There we are. Not going to work very well, is it? But the back flash is just screwed into the usual cast one. So presumably if you unscrew it, it just says Brooklyn underneath it. It's number 150. The case and the mechanism are both stamped 150. The case is all good. There's no cracks in it. It's locked, but there's no key. I'll just do the screw in the payout cup. There we are. Where can I view what's for sale? Is it on web? If you physically want to come and see the machines, they're over here in a little village called Swappenbalbeck. If you used to have the magazine, it's the same address that the magazine was run from. And it's halfway between Cambridge and Newmarket. So just send us a message via the website when you want to come. This next weekend again should be okay all weekend, I think. And probably later in the week. Maybe some people want to come on Friday, should probably be okay. I've got on early part of the week, I've got a TV job on, so it's going to keep me busy for a few days. Now Father Brown is up and running again. Let me just find this weird sound thing that's going on. Advanced sound options, input, output. If I do that to that, try that. It's better. Yeah, so I've got that job to do at the beginning part of the week. So Thursday might be okay. Friday should be okay. And the weekend. Let me just go back here. I'm sure you don't want to look at my ugly mug. Look at some nice pretty machines instead. Oh, well, that's better. I meant the page you had up on YouTube with everything. Oh right, yeah. If you go to our YouTube channel. Let me put that in. How can I do that? Let's have a think. Should be able to link this through, shouldn't I? No, let's go back to here. Let's go to here. Let's go to here we are. Yeah, so on one of our, if you click on any of the machines on the website, on the YouTube video, on the bottom here, just where it says watch on YouTube, that brings up our channel. And then here, look, Elephant House Auctions, go on there. And under uploads, that's all the, you know, in order that they've been uploaded in, if you like. So they're all on there. Is there any rush to pick up so long as I pay straight away? Dave says, no, none at all. Oh, certainly not with the smaller stuff. I've got a whole house of stuff to get rid of, so another slot machine or two is not going to make a great deal of difference, to be honest. And obviously, if you want to bring anybody, if you buy anything, want to bring anything you want to sell with you, that's great. Do two things in one job. Not a problem at all. When new items are listed, will they each have individual end dates, or are they going to be grouped together with a collective end date? They will have individual end dates, is a short answer. So probably I'll list things for probably 3 weeks at a time, I should think. At the moment, obviously, it's because of restricted viewing, it's a case of allowing enough time to give people who want to come and view things physically the chance to come and get here. So 3 weeks probably is about right, I should think. So whatever day they go on, that then gives us 3 weekends, if that makes sense. Because I'm going to always try and be at least one day of the weekend available. And if I'm about in the week, then great as well. And what we do once the restrictions lift a little bit, is have more of an open day kind of scenario where I'll just say, yeah, okay, you can come any time on Sunday from X to Y. And if, you know, more people come up together, we'll have a party. Great. What's your showing now? Gilbert Picks, what's your showing now? Do you mean the website? This is, what am I showing now? For sale right now. If you want to see everything that's for sale, if you go to the website, I'll log out of the website, if you've not, this is an upgraded demo account I'm using, so I log out. So this is what you'll see if you're not even a basic member, if you're just what I call a wild, you know, out in the wilds of the internet. So if you go right to the start, colcon.uk, that brings you to here, our homepage. Click on Coin Up. That brings you to what I call the Coin Up homepage. Then this top section with the 4 bigger pictures is all the stuff that's for sale. So you can either click on an individual thing or this link underneath the 4, view all Coin Up, click on that one. And when the internet connects up, that brings you the page of every machine we've got for sale at the moment. And obviously that will change as more stuff comes in. And you can always find that page wherever you are on the website by looking under search at the top, latest for sale. And that brings up all the machines. Just go back to this home page. So the 4 at the top are the for sale. The next column down, with a slightly darker background, these are wanted. These are things that people want to buy with the price they're willing to pay. So click on any one, brings up the individual page. So let's have a look. The fruit cocktail, they're quite sweet little machines, aren't they? So if you click on here, to this machine, you'll see it says here, sell your fruit cocktail. We have a collector waiting to buy, offering up to 325 quid. And join us today to sell yours. And if you're a signed in member, this will say click here to consign your machine. That just sends a message through which lets me know you want to sell your machine, so we can get in contact and sort it out. And again, underneath the row of 6 machines that people want is a view all, and that takes you to a page where all the machines, obviously this essentially only went live today, so this went live about half an hour before I started the live stream, so I just finished programming it. So it will update automatically as soon as somebody makes a provisional offer, which is to say they want to buy something. It will automatically appear on this page without me having to do anything. So if anybody's logged in now and they do it, it will appear immediately. Then these 2 bigger pictures are at the bottom of the page. These don't make a lot of sense at the minute when there's not many wants, but basically the one on the left will be, which I ran if I programmed this. This one will be the item that the most people are looking for at the moment. So if 10 people are looking for a particular machine, that will appear here. And the other one will be the highest price that's currently being offered for something, if that makes sense. So there's the most wanted by people wanting it and the most wanted by money being offered. And in the middle will be a summary. So this is now live. This is all demo stuff. All this is all now live information straight from the database. So currently there's 3 trader members who've started listing the stuff they want to buy. Between them, they want to buy 7 different machines, and there's 4,270 quid on the table. And again, there's a button here. You can check the whole list of everything that's wanted at the moment. Now, what we'll do when you're, if you become a member, anything you add to your what we call a virtual arcade, which you can do whether you're a basic member or not. I haven't got a basic account set up now, but you make a list of things in what we call your virtual arcade. So that's things you own, basically. Now, this is, to start off, I should say, totally confidential. Nobody else can see it at all. But it's things you own. If somebody then wants to buy something that you happen to own, you will get a notification to say, oh, somebody wants to buy whatever it is. So if you've got so you collect Brian's machines, somebody puts up a wanted to say, oh yeah, they really want a pyramid. they're prepared to pay 1,500 quid for it or something, you as an owner of a pyramid will get a notification that somebody wants to buy a pyramid, if that makes sense. So it's great if you're where you're, perhaps you might want to sell something if somebody's prepared to pay enough money. That's a very good facility to use. And we'll also be able to, once there's more data on the system, be able to you'll be able to see a rough valuation of your collection, which could be useful for insurance purposes, etc. So if I log back into this, just come over here a minute. Account. There we go. So if I go back into my demo account, and go over here. I forgot what I was going to show you. Ha! Completely gone out of my head. Yes, I know what I was going to show you. Prices. So down here in this section, price history section, again, this is for upgraded trader members, is price histories. So for that particular machine, we've got 3 prices we've sold them for at the minute. If we pick on something more popular, let's go for something like let's see, let's look in bandits, multi-reel machines, 3-reelers, what we've sold a lot of. I don't know, Mills high top or something like that, probably. Where are we? Sega high tops, Mills high tops. Yeah, there's dozens of prices. Actually tells you back on this page. These little numbers here on your search results page. So 92 images, 71 auction prices. That next one is videos. The last one is references, which I haven't done yet. So you see here, like governor, for example, we've got 61 pictures of governors at the moment, 54 auction prices. We click on governor. These are all the prices I've sold for over the years. This is what I've sold them for. One of my next projects, I've got all our auction records going back for nearly 30 years. So a lot of them I haven't got any electronic format at the minute, but I have still got all the old auction sheets to go through. For those of you who are old enough to remember when we used to do the auctions in the village hall, which is about 2 miles down the road from here. And then at the schools and at the race course for a number of years when we outgrew the school. So I've still got all that information. It'll be interesting to look back over time. And then I want to do some kind of charting, graphing somehow, so we can see how price trends have changed over the years. It'll be interesting, I think. So all these images, again, if you're logged in, you can blow these up huge. So if you're trying to fix a machine, need to see what something looks like. Need a bit of detail on something with the mech out, so you can see the inside of the cabinet and so on. Any more for any more? Is anybody still watching even? I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, yep, still a few are apparently. Any more questions from anybody? Questions, suggestions, bright ideas? Anything to moan about? Nobody slagged me off yet. I'm feeling it's quite unusual. Anybody wants to slag me off, feel free. not. I don't even know what time. What is the time? Nearly 9:30. So, if any more questions off of anybody, if not, we'll call it a night, and I'll go and have a cup of tea, and we'll do it all again. Perhaps in the week sometime. Another question keeps coming. Bello, are there any large collections of bandits due to be listed in the near future? I don't know. The answer to that one. You never know what's coming through the door. I've got a big load of books coming, I know. Bandits, I'm not sure about. But again, if there's anything in particular you're looking for, if you make provisional offers for things, who knows what it might pull out of the woodwork. This is kind of the idea of the site, that it's as much about wanting as it is about selling, where there's nowhere else to do that. You can't put wants on eBay or obviously any other auction. So if you want a particular bandit, stick up some provisional offers, and we'll see what comes in. It might just pique someone's interest to sell. Oh, it's just flashed up now. For some reason, YouTube keeps telling me the audio stream bitrate is too low, even though it's not. So I don't know what's going on there. I must be doing something wrong. But as it appears people can hear me okay, then we won't worry about it too much at the moment. I'll look into it, see what I'm doing wrong. Which is a good point. If anybody knows how to do YouTube live streaming properly, then do get in touch with me and give me some good advice on what to do. Should probably get a hat for my shiny head to keep reflecting too much. Might be a good idea. Any more? For any more? Oh, don't forget to look out for the elephant. For those of you who might have missed it at the start, where's my, hang on a minute, let me go the big picture again. Let's find this one. Here we are. So this little elephant is hiding in 3 of the 40 videos. So each of these machines has a little video clip on the website. He is in 3 of the videos. So if you spot him in all 3, send a message through the website and say, I've spotted the elephant in the 3 videos, whichever 3 videos they are, and I'll stick you in a little drawer, and the winner gets £120 for the prizes. So that's I'll send you a £50 Amazon voucher, so you buy whatever you like, and I'll upgrade your account for the rest of the year, which is equivalent to £70, so 120 quid, just for spotting the elephant in the videos. So have fun with that one. Go back here. Oh no, wrong one. That one. Here we are. Any more questions? Suggestions? Moans and groans? Bright ideas? Or if not, then we will call it an evening. It tells me here there's still 7 people still viewing, but I think there might be a slight lag in the figures. I think I worked out last time. I don't know how often that updates that figure. So I don't want to cut anybody off if they still need some help with something, but equally I don't want to sit here all night talking to myself like a plonker. I think that's probably about it. So what I'll do, it's 9:30. I think we'll call it there. I will do this again probably later in the week. Might be Thursday again, actually, thinking about it. Obviously, there'll be a link up on the website and a link on the YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed to that, do so. And then you get, if you click the little bell icon, you get a notification come through on your YouTube account to say there's the live stream happening. And we will see you then. So cheers everyone. I could do with a cup of tea now. Nighty night.